What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some major panels here, so I hope that we can go ahead and get accomplished this pillar side here and this over here. I already went ahead and did the other side. Let me show you guys what it's gonna be looking like. Here we have it. Bam, there you go. The bed is kind of pushed this way, but there's our pillar completely done, all perfect. Same thing with our bedside, all the way deep in here, so you guys can see that there's none of the original color showing. All the wheel well is done. Wheel well is done. We wrapped all the way into here, so all this is wrapped here. And the hardest part for wrapping these beds in my truck is this part here, because you do have to kind of stretch it, and you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total dimensions. So I did do an inlay right here, and then the rest of this is all one piece. So, and you guys can't even tell. Remember where we had our line, pretty much this part here where the primer started? There's no way you guys can tell. That's how we wanted it. With good body work, this is exactly what you should have. There's no line, nothing under the wrap that can show, and this was able to stick on perfectly. So there's a better view right there. You can never tell that there's primer under this. So that was the whole point of doing this perfect paint job right here. So this side's probably going to take us a little bit longer, just because we do have to continue sanding these little areas, and hopefully none of the paint lifts again, because if it doesn't, we have to start over. But I'm going to go ahead and start with this pillar right here. First thing you want to do is make sure that you remove this piece right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little pry tool. Oh, there it is. It's actually pretty hot outside, so this is kind of easy to pry right now. So take this off. We can go ahead and reapply with some double-sided tape later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and remove all this other residue, because we do want to go ahead and tuck it in here and clean up all these areas right here. So let me push this bed back a little bit more so we have more room here. I want to get started by cleaning off all these areas. We were able to take this molding off yesterday, so there's plenty of room here to tuck in, because we want to tuck all this area in. I'm going to go ahead and apply some knifeless tape here. That way we can just go ahead and just pull it off when we tuck it in here. This side we don't need knifeless tape. So let's go ahead and prep the panel real quick. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and apply some knifeless tape now. Alright, this is exactly how you want it. My truck is going from gray to gray, so I'm not gonna push it all the way in, but I guess technically if this was like a red truck and I was going white or a different color, I would go maybe a little bit deeper in, just so when the door's closed you can't see any of this. The molding covers most of this, but down here, trust me, you'll be able to see all of this through the door. But like again, mine's going from gray to gray, so I'm just gonna go just to the edge here, just push it in there. On this side we don't need knifeless tape, we're just going to go directly on the body line. That's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse it one more time, measure it, and we can start applying our piece. everything is pretty much laid already, all the way from the bottom to the top. Now what we have left to do is just trim it. So I'm gonna go ahead and run my finger just down like this. This section is probably the first one we have to kind of lay this part here. And I'm gonna use my squeegee now to feed it in there. This is exactly what you guys want. A nice straight line throughout. It's all in the details, guys, so make sure that you guys cut this completely straight with some knifeless tape. I don't like to use a knife for this part because it's easy to cut through the paint on that side. But that's exactly what you want. So I still need to trim the bottom here, trim the top. For this part around the mirror, I'll go around the glass. So I'll use the glass. I'm gonna sharpen my knife already, but use the glass as a little template or whatever you want to call it. Like, use it as a backboard. And just like that. Now we can go ahead and just feed the vinyl in using our squeegee all the way around. Trim the bottom. Behind the cab, we're just gonna go scoring it along this body line here, and then just tuck the rest in to the inside. And pretty much done. All this is done. Down here, we need to fix this a little bit, but it's done. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and trim the rest off camera and get started on the bed. All right, next on our list, we're gonna be working on the bed. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of inlays to make my job a lot easier. I've wrapped like 4 of these trucks already, and it makes it a lot easier when you do a little inlay right here in the middle or in the inside. You'll never be able to see it, and the color won't be like too flashy because you could kind of see it through the sides, but you won't ever be able to see the seam. So what I'm going to do is follow this same body line and just put an inlay inside of here. I'm also going to do an inlay on this side and on the back side on the bottom. That way I don't have to do too much stretching towards the bottom. Once we have all those inlays done, I'm going to go ahead and sand the panel one more time, prep it, make sure that we have no type of paint that's going to lift, because this is the iffy side. This is the side that's been repainted already. We had a little bit of lifting on that side, on the back, but I'm sure if I sand the rest of it pretty good, we should be fine. So like I said, I'm going to start with this right here. I'm going to lay some knifeless tape right at the border, lay a piece in there, and then I'll show you guys how it looks afterwards. So basically I ran my knifeless tape through just the edge right here. Otherwise, when we lay this, we're gonna have to kind of stretch it in, and it's gonna be a lot harder. But you guys can see this is the line right here. And by the way, this came out like perfect right here. This side's a little rough, but there's no transition at all right here. I need to go ahead and clean up the rest of the panel. I'm gonna take a good hour prepping everything because, like I said, there's a lot of spots where I have to sand, and I want to make sure that the paint doesn't lift at all. So I want to turn the camera off, get to work, and then I'll catch up to you guys when it's time to lay the big panel here. Completely done with prepping the panel. Make sure this is sanded all the way through. Sanded this area down here, and then this area here was peeling too, so we got that sanded. I went ahead and applied a couple of inlays, one right here. Again, you can totally do it by stretching it in there, but you'll never be able to see that line down there. So I got one in there, I showed you guys this one that I got in here, and I did this one too, down here. Oh, this is an inlay. See, you can never see that, but we want to make sure we cover that. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut our piece. I believe it's 95 inches by 4 feet. So I'm going to go inside, cut that piece out, and bring it out here. And then we can cut out the wheel well, because we're not going to need that. And then just laying it on. So it's 4:20 right now. I believe this thing is going to take me a couple hours, like 2 hours I want to say, to lay and trim everything. So let's try to finish by 6:30 at the latest, because I have to upload today. It's upload day today. It is Wednesday, so I gotta make sure that I give you guys something to watch so you guys don't get bored out there with this quarantine. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my piece out and see you guys in a bit. Alright, just like that, this side is all glassed out and all laid out. So we're going to be working on the other side. I'll show you what we're going to do over here. Move the camera so you guys can see what I do with the wing. Because we kind of have to stretch it there. Alright guys, and just like that, it's been 20 minutes and we're pretty much all laid out. We just got to trim out the top, lay out the top, and then trim out the top. Down here, this is how perfect this came out. Gotta tuck this area down here so it doesn't pop up. But that's pretty much it right there. All done. Alright, let me go ahead and trim the rest. Moving along with the trimming, I'm going to show you exactly how I trim. All I do, I'm going to try to do it with one hand, is go under here. So that's exactly what you should see. All you have to do, like I said, is go under, tuck it in all the way to the bottom, and then just use this as a guide. So I'm going to finish this up real quick, and then I'll show you the trimming of the rest of the panel. Alright, I had to stop for a bit to go inside and upload the video, but everything's trimmed out already. Let me show you everything. So everything's tucked in right here, nicely trimmed here. Down here you guys can see it there. Remember we had the inlay down here, you can't even see it. Everything is nice and smooth. I gotta clean up the panel still. All these holes are cleaned up in here. I need to trim a little bit more on that one. You guys can see it popping up. All this is all done. And then there was another inlay down here. You guys can't see it. And then the wheel well. Let me get some light up in there. Right there. Wheel wells were all trimmed out. I'm going to trim a little bit right there on the top. You guys can see it right there. But other than that, Everything else is finished, and you guys can see the inside part here. All trimmed out. And our tail piece right here came out perfect. Perfect right there. No discoloration in the wrap. No glue lines. I just need to clean the wrap. This isn't like discoloration. This is actual like sweat from my hands or my arms, but pretty much all done. Now we can go ahead and put our tail light back on. Could put our tailgate. I'll probably remove that hood and take it out first before taking the tailgate. And then we're gonna wait for our new bumper. Like I said, I'm upgrading to a 2014 bumper, so that should be coming sometime early next week. But in the meantime, you guys will probably see me wrap the grill and then the front bumper. So right now it looks kind of weird. The whole front end looks weird, but we got the back half all done. Looking super nice. Let me know what you guys think so far in the comment section below. Do you guys like the new color more than the blue? I know this blue was getting tiring already. There we go. I can't wait to have the whole hood wrapped also, so that's gonna be exciting to do. We're gonna be ordering some new headlights too, so stay tuned for those. I like the ones with the little C LED, so make sure you guys stay tuned for those. I can't wait to have the hood all wrapped and everything with the little black accents. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed. Make sure you guys cop your merch, check out the website, support the channel. I'm gonna be doing another giveaway, so stay tuned for that giveaway. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna lean towards like performance mods or maybe like wrap. So let me know what you guys want down in the comment section below. But that's gonna be it for this one. Stay tuned for the next one.